Now, while experts agree going into debt is harmful, a TransUnion study found debt behavior for Gen Z is similar when you compare other younger and older generations throughout the decades. Some even think when it comes to spending, young adults are learning from the mistakes of their parents and grandparents. All right, let's bring in Dennis Kneale, host of What's Bugging Me podcast and author of the upcoming book, The Leadership Genius of Elon Musk. Dennis, good morning.
Hello, Nick.
You're not surprised to see that young people are spending more money to try and buy these gifts and keep up with others, but many are debating whether or not this credit card debt is a good idea with the buy now and pay later programs. What's your advice, Dennis?
All right, so the good news about buy now, pay later is for the youngest, the Gen Z customers, right? Kids under age 21 can't qualify for their own credit card. Buy now, pay later lets you go ahead and start to build that track record. You usually pay it off in 4 installments. That's all great, okay? And when they check your credit, it's a soft credit check so that it doesn't affect your rating and make it go down because they've checked it. Okay, that's all good. The problem is that if you run late on payments and you don't pay off all 4 in time, now the interest rate's up like 36% a year compared with 24% for credit cards, which is still outrageously high. Let's remember that artificial intelligence software is making the credit risk lower and lower for these companies. They can check you out and know that you're going to pay, and therefore they don't have to be charging 24% a year. That's ridiculous. Our most popular form of credit, over $1 trillion in this country, happens to be the most expensive form of credit. And now buy now, pay later could be a debt trap. And one last thing on this, I got to tell you something, Nick. When I was a little kid, you had to buy things on layaway. You went to the store, you put a down payment, you don't get the product, you don't get the bicycle, your mom has to come back and put down another payment, and then a week later another payment, and then you walk out with the product after you finally have paid it off. Today, you get it right away. Instant gratification. What's happened to us as a country?
Dennis, I remember well, my mother at Woolworth. I don't know if you remember Woolworth, but my mom used to go to Woolworth and did the layaway thing, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Now, shoppers are expected to spend more money this holiday despite concerns over the economy. What does that indicate to you? That when it comes to the economy and Christmas, we don't even care. We just need to buy those gifts?
Well, it's great, and it makes us sound like a wonderful, generous country. But retailers also know that the reason Christmas is so important is because when we go to shop for others, man, we see a sweater we like, I'm going to get that one for me too. And so we buy for ourselves. It's one for me, one for someone else, one other for me, one for someone else. And so it is in some ways a self-serving pursuit, Christmas shopping, because you inevitably end up seeing things you want to buy for yourself. I've already bought a couple things, and that's the multiplier effect. But overall, we should know, avoid debt.
Avoid debt, and the best stocking stuffer, pre-ordering the genius of Elon Musk. Dennis Kneale, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.